What's going on YouTube? This is Jason AJ.
This is Lance Scout.
And we're here to talk about
We're here to talk about Gotham.
Pre-Batman.
You got like the Batman? Oh yeah, the Batman show.
The Batman show, because you know I love Batman. But anyway, talking about Gotham, I gotta say, if you guys have seen already, you probably already know my thoughts on it from the previous video I did, first out of AWA, where I talked about how the premiere happened. I was really excited for it, and it gave me everything I wanted out of Gotham. Gotham was doing more of what I love. But now, this is also gonna be a spoiler. Like, we're gonna spoil the hell out of this one.
I mean, look, everybody watched the show. If you didn't watch the show, don't watch this. If you didn't watch the show, but you know, okay,
get out the way. Let me get out the way.
Look, listen. Like, all right. First off, Gotham is this third episode 3, right?
Episode 3.
Super badass. Super badass.
Episode 2.
No, 3. This is 3.
This is right. It is 3. This is 3. I forgot the one with the bus.
Yeah. This is 3. And honestly, like, okay, the death of Jerome. That's the big topic of the day.
Okay.
Death of Jerome. I want to go right into death of Jerome.
All right. So I'm just gonna say this right there. I knew, and we argued about this for like 2 hours. I knew Jerome was gonna die. Just like the main bad guy said, Victor had a lot of appeal, but he was always a limited character. There was no way Jerome was gonna last the entire season. So going into season 2, I knew Jerome was, once they introduced Jerome as the main character, I knew he wasn't gonna make it.
So see, here's the thing though, like this is how they got me, because honestly, by them bringing Jerome back, I really was like, you know, like they really want to make this guy the Joker, because Gotham already stated that they're doing their own type of thing.
Right.
They're not following the continuity of the comics or the movies or anything. They're doing their own thing. So I thought that, hey, maybe this is the Jerome. And I ain't gonna lie, he did such a good job, even though it was kind of like old school ripoffs of the older Jokers put into a younger guy, and he was just kind of making like impressions. Don't get me wrong, he did a good job though. I thought he was an excellent actor.
Very much.
This guy, he really killed the role, and I was like, man, this guy is gonna do it. And then this is what made me think maybe he's gonna last for majority of the season, or even into the end of the season. No. And then they killed him.
And
but it was brilliant though.
But you know who I knew was gonna last, but he wasn't. I knew Barbara was gonna last. I knew Barbara was always gonna be a source of contention for Gordon and everything he stands for.
Yeah.
But Jerome was always gonna be like a big. I'm gonna say he's gonna always be that big laugh or that big muscle, but he's not gonna be the mastermind behind it. And I knew in episode 2 when Jerome kind of had to assert his leadership over the other goon and the main bad guy. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting his name. I keep want to call him Victor, but I could be wrong on that. But how he had to calm down. I was like, okay, sooner or later.
You're talking about the quarter owls?
The quarter owls.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, I was like, sooner or later, him and as Jerome rises up, him and Jerome gonna butt heads, and one of them's gonna have to go. Right, and I was like, that was the only way Jerome's gonna last the whole season.
But okay, see, I understand, I really do understand that, but they caught me so off guard. They just caught me so off guard, because you know, I really thought, okay, I really was one of those people that was thinking he may really be the real Joker, but like I said before, what they did was even more brilliant. You know, they actually made him the cause of the Joker. And here's my theory. Okay. Out of all the different Jokers that we've had over Batman's like history, like we had like old school Batman, 1970s Batmans, where he's really just making jokes and like slapping people, and then you got like, and all he's doing is robbing banks, and you got the, you know, Heath Ledger, the Joker.
We've had the anarchist, the psychopath, the juggler,
all that stuff. You know, and here's the thing. What if Jerome was the catalyst to all these different type of Jokers? To like, you know, and like it kind of gave respect to the Joker.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this in a true comic fashion. What if Jerome's laugh reverberates throughout all the multiverses, and in itself, the laugh is what creates the other Jokers on the multiverse?
Fine.
You know, I'm just saying that's the way.
Multiverses, his laugh resonated around multiverses.
Yeah, I'm just saying it could.
Ain't nobody got superpowers in this, man. Ain't nobody got.
Well, we seen some people with some strange ass abilities.
You talking about the Potion Man and all like
and Balloon Man,
whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, first of all, having discussed Jerome like to the fullest, I'm very, very glad the character had very much the actor did a fantastic job. Yeah. But let's talk about the real issue of the episode, the true issue of the episode. How my man Alfred was about to get some play. Okay, yes. You know what? He said.
Seriously, that's what we're gonna focus on right now.
I mean, it was important. You saw how Alfred was looking like, dude,
no, it wasn't play. It was just the creepiest thing ever.
How was it creepy? It was creepy. Doesn't like get out. He was, dude.
Okay, look. First off, you had a professional like gathering with all these rich people that's trying to do their thing. This ain't time for street hood like getting booted. Like it wasn't like, hey man, well, I like to get you drink. No, it was like, hey, we can go watch some Netflix. I got this place down the street. I know you want to get Netflix. I know we can go get some of this food. She was like, oh, you can get some what? Like, yeah, we gonna get some food. And he was just coming at her like a straight G though. And look, you know, and then here's the thing. Then the Master Bruce was like, yo, Alfred, I'm trying to get out this piece. Man. They got some crazy stuff going on. And then he's like, no, go sit your ass down, Master Bruce. You don't need to talk about that. Go sit
Alfred doesn't get out a lot, and he met this young lady who it wasn't creepy to me because it wasn't like she was like 18 years old. She
just kept coming. Okay, look, Jerome is dead on the stage. He's dead on the stage. People are all over crying and stuff, and Jerome's like, yo, I know all this stuff that went down. So like, Alfred was like, yo, can I get your number though? And can I like? I was like, look, this dude is dead on the stage. He's still macking. He's still macking.
Exactly. That's how much of OG the Alfred is. Okay. How much of OG the Alfred is? He was. But let's be honest. If that Dr. Chick was not going out with James Gordon, Alfred would have got the booty butt cheeks. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. He would have got the booty butt cheeks. He would have got the butt cheeks.
And I would have been like, yes, Alfred, you get that. You get that.
He would have got the booty. He would have. He would have. I ain't gonna lie. He would have. But he was still creepy. He was still trying too hard. Okay.
No, he was smooth all throughout. It was only embarrassing because she had a boyfriend.
Okay, can we talk about something important about the show?
That was very important.
Okay. Like the stuff.
Also,
let's talk about the stuff I actually like. Okay, like
no. Let's talk about the stuff you actually liked.
Okay, that's what I like. Jerome was actually number one. Here's the thing though. Without Jerome, can the show still bring that pizzazz?
Yes.
I feel like the show was carried by Jerome.
You saying that is trying to say that the show wasn't already awesome before Jerome got introduced. You know, I'm saying is with Jerome out the way, I feel like all the other characters are no longer burdened with always trying to match Jerome. We fully get to see Barbara do her thing.
Okay.
We get to see Jim assert his leadership.
Okay, let's talk about Jim. Because now Jim is on his like now he's not goody two Jim, he's murder Jim.
Whoa,
because murder Jim throws people out the window in the beginning of the episode. Murder Jim goes to get like some collections and then shoots a man in the neck and then the kneecaps and then watches him die.
No, that never happened.
I mean, you might as well.
No.
Murder wasn't
He's not murder Jim.
He's murder Jim.
He's not murder Jim.
And now what's up with Jim in the Batman voice now? Now he's like
where are they?
And I'm like, wait, what happened to like Goody Two Shoes? I'm like, I'm trying to clean up the streets. Like now he got it. It's like he's Batman without being Batman. Like he can't fight. He ain't got no gadgets. But now he's talking like Batman. I'm gonna kill you.
Hold on. Let's put this from perspective. Jim Gordon just literally watched one of his best friends and mentor, and one of the only
that chick was corrupt. She wasn't no best
She was not corrupt.
In the beginning, she was corrupt.
She was actually in a bad position, but she wasn't full on. I take money. I accept bribes. I murder people on the street.
I ain't gonna lie.
All the other good cops were corrupt.
I think she was a little corrupt. I think she was giving some dome on the side.
Wow. You went there.
Okay, but she was corrupt in the beginning.
Okay, fine, whatever. But either way, it was still his friend, and she just got murdered. And let's also look at the implication. Jerome walked up in, like he said, he walked up in our house, laughed at us, called us a bitch, and then also murdered our leader. Okay, we can't let that stand.
That's true.
And he's still suffering from grief. It's not like, oh my God, he just completely did a 720, 360, whatever.
Right.
But I said all the wrong directions.
But I do see what you're saying. Like, but I just feel like he's just turned into like grimy Jim. Like it
hasn't gotten to that point yet. It hasn't got to that point. He was suffering from grief because at the end of the episode he was still like, okay, let's go home. I'm gonna treat you nice and everything. You can see that because your justice has been served, he can go on. Justice. I said I walked right into that. The only thing I really did not like about the episode was them shoehorning the Penguin in this. Like, we gotta make sure the Penguin's still the big bad guy. And I wasn't say Harvey, but
Harvey was kind of bad because Harvey bully. He just walk up in there. I don't like you, Penguin, and I'm gonna whip your ass one of these days. And it was just like, yo, dude, like this ain't like you about to die. This ain't Fish Mooney. Like you gonna just walk up in there and just tripping.
It was one of those things where if I was Penguin's henchman, like looking at that, I would have been like, all right, bet. So like tomorrow though, the Penguin about to get got because this cop just walk up in here like this. You know, that would never happen with Falcone.
It would not have happened with Falcone. I don't know. It just felt like they was trying to shoehorn in. Like like you just said, like we still got the Penguin. He's still doing the things, and I feel like it was one of those things. Like, dude, you just had like a very dynamic character that had a lot of controversy behind him because we thought he was the Joker. Now he's not the Joker, and now you bring in the Penguin. It was like, I don't care about the Penguin at this point. It was like just bring him in the next episode. For you to put him at the end of this episode just kind of made it feel like
cheap.
Yeah.
It just felt cheap.
It ended with his smile, the Jerome smile on the table, and then that's it. Like, you ain't gotta bring the pink money in.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with you on that one. So, with that being said, comment down below. Okay, let us know your favorite moment in the episode. Did you know that Jerome was gonna make it, not gonna make it? They kept you by surprise because I pretty much knew it was gonna happen.
It caught me by surprise.
Right.
Caught me completely by surprise. Didn't see Jerome dying so soon, if not at all. I actually thought they was gonna try to pull a future Joker thing with Jerome, but hey, it makes sense.
But hold on, I also want to say is the most important part of the episode was that Alfred was about to get the butt cheeks. Okay, we gotta recognize that he was this close.
Comment down below if you think Alfred's gonna get the booty butt cheeks.
You know what? Give it. Please, if you think Alfred was gonna get the butt cheeks, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for other future episodes and everything else. Check out all our other reviews and also our AWA and Dragon Con videos. I'm pretty much looking forward to the next episode. I'm eagerly awaiting.
This is like, see, Gotham did such a good job of being so crazy coming out the gate for season 2 that I'm in it for the whole long haul. So let's see what happens. My name is Lance Excalibur.
I'm Mason AJ.
Peace out.
What was that?
You got me.
But then you got back, bitch. But then you saw how the big black guy came and he had to be like, yo, real street rules. Shut up.
What's up with this dude with this raspy ass, like Barry White, I'm about to get your booty voice? Hey, baby, like what? And then he went talking to what you said, he talking fluent Japanese. And then he just beat you with one punch. Everybody else got to do all this. He just boxing, like,
But also